Okay everyone, welcome back to the channel for another track guide on Gran Turismo 7. We're back with a guide for Brands Hatch Indy in Group 3 with BOP on, default setup and racing soft tyres for this guide. Now obviously this is because the manufacturer's race that this guide is for is on racing soft, medium and hard. However, in the race you will only be using the medium and hard tyres, but to make sure you qualify as high up as possible you do need to use the racing soft tyres for qualifying. Now this race is going to be essential that you get your lap as high up there as possible, so I wanted to get this guide out to help you out as much as possible. So do hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, let me know in the comment section if it does help you out, and we'll see if we can manage to gain you a little tenth here or there, because 1/10 of a second at this track is going to gain you quite a few positions, and this track is very difficult to overtake on, so qualifying is going to be extremely important. So starting your lap, you're going to be looking for the number 2 board on the left hand side. We're going to slow it down now, and there's the number 2 board on the left. You're going to brake just past that number 2 board, so as we go past it we're going to get on the brakes there, and now we're going to stay to the left hand side of the track as much as possible as we go into this right hand corner. So staying to the left and now rotating in. Now you want to get your car to clip the apex curb on the right hand side. You can see it just appearing there with that circle, so you're going to try and get the car rotating in, and now you're going to get on the throttle. Now you want to carry as much speed out of this corner as possible, so you want to stay aggressive on that throttle, and we did that really well there. Carried a lot of speed. Now be careful you don't run too far wide, because if you go on over that red line on the left, you're going to go onto the gravel and you're going to lose a lot of time. So next braking zone, we're looking for the Palmer board above our head there, braking just short of that. Now one thing you want to do is get it really rotated into this apex. I like to take a nice tight line through to this apex, however on this go I slightly miss it. You're going to see as we get into the apex we go down to second gear, we trail brake, and then we just slightly miss it. You can see there's a gap between my right hand tyre and that curb, and you really don't want that. That causes me to get a bit weird on the accelerator, and we lose almost half a tenth with a bit of a moment there on the rear, but we managed to save it and keep the car pointing in the right direction. So now we're going to use the braking reference of the curb on the right hand side. I'm going to brake just short of that again. You can see braking just before the curb on the right, and again swinging this car into this left hand corner. You want to carry the speed through this corner, it's essential. So as we get to apex, back on the throttle maximum, use the full width for the track. Be careful on the curb that your car doesn't spin there. You've got to really take the right line through that corner to make sure that you don't spin. Now working our way into this very tricky section, you can see I'm going to just lift off the throttle just as we're level with the number 1 board on the right hand side. Just lifting off the throttle, letting the car rotate, and then back on the throttle as we come out of this exit, because we're going to accelerate our way into this final corner. So accelerating now, and then just as we touch the curb on the right hand side we're going to start putting that braking input in there. You can see the braking input going in now, and you're going to really use the full width for the track to really help rotate the car through this corner down to second gear, and then be patient on the throttle. Put the throttle down but up shift early to third gear to use, you know, just to not run too far wide, because if you really accelerate too hard there, you're going to accelerate into the gravel on the left. So just be cautious on that final corner, but that upshift to third gear will really help you out. Now bear in mind that every car is going to be different with gearing, but in general a little short shift on that exit will help you gain a lot of time and be a lot smoother. So let's watch this lap again from the chase camera. We went over the line on a 42.7. Like I say, we lost about a tenth on this right hand corner. You can really see it here. Look how far away from the apex we are, and then watch the behavior of the car on the exit there. Got all out of shape, lost a tenth of a second, and probably cost ourselves a 42.6. But the Mercedes does look reasonably okay at this track. I don't, it's definitely not one of the best, but I do think it's definitely a pretty solid car at this track. It's better than I thought. You just have to be quite aggressive and smooth at the same time. I always say that, but you have to be quite aggressive but then smooth on that throttle to get the most out of this lap at this track. It's really a track that's going to reward people that can rotate their car a lot. So yeah, hopefully this helps you out. Let me know in the comment section if it does. Hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. We'll be back with more of these guides and live streams in the future. Thanks again for watching, everyone.